This is The Fifth Estate, a conversation between young African scholars from the Fort Hall School of Government and Professor Mutahi Ngunyi. A rebellion is simmering in the House of Mumbi. The GEMA nation is in crisis. If the rebellion will not come from the MPs, rebellion will come from below, powered by the Watus. And we can either bury the crisis alive and be surprised by its consequences later, or tackle the crisis head-on. At the Fort Hall School of Government, our approach is to take things head-on. We're not afraid of getting it wrong. And this is why today we will give the truth report to the House of GEMA. If we are wrong in this report, we do not choose to be right. In 2007, GEMA and the Kalenjins fought. 2 suspects were taken to The Hague for trial. And then we prayed. Elohim the Almighty redeemed them from the jaws of the Muzungu courts. The suspects were free. But before they were set free, the GEMA nation and the Kalenjin nation entered into a covenant. And the crisis in the GEMA nation is a crisis of truth. Truth about this covenant. Consider why.
Here is the crisis of truth in the House of GEMA. GEMA promised to make Ruto president, but they gave Ruto a condition. They would only make him president if he made Uhuru president. So Ruto made Uhuru president. Fact. However, if Ruto had supported Raila instead of Uhuru, Raila would be retiring as president today. Fact. And the question we ask is this. If Ruto had abandoned Uhuru in 2013 and made Raila president instead, would Raila be betraying Ruto in 2022? Would Raila behave the way Uhuru is behaving today? Here is the truth report. Ruto was damned if he supported Raila and damned if he supported Uhuru. Raila would behave exactly like Uhuru today. Fact. And so we ask, is the problem Uhuru and Raila, or is the problem Ruto? In our view, the problem is Ruto. He is a chicken seller. His background is a problem to the dynasties. But to the GEMA hustler nation, Ruto is a hero. The GEMA rebellion is therefore a class rebellion. And this is the truth report. If the GEMA MPs are confronting the president with the truth, their truth is from the wretched of the earth in Mount Kenya.
Yes, the GEMA hustler nation is with Ruto. However, Ruto should remember what Nikita Khrushchev taught us. The people who cast the vote decide nothing. The people who count the vote decide everything. The GEMA hustler nation will cast the vote, but Ruto's votes in GEMA will be counted by the dynasties. The dynasties will determine everything after the ballot is cast. When Uhuru says that we will be shocked by his choice in 2022, therefore, this is probably what he means. He is telling us that he has veto powers. Back to the covenant between the House of GEMA and the Kalenjin nation. We have a historical puzzle for young Ruto. Why is it that whenever a Kalenjin is about to inherit a Kikuyu as president, constitutional change is proposed? In 1977, Mzee Moi was about to inherit Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. Then the Kikuyu elite started the Change the Constitution movement. They wanted to bar Moi from becoming president. 40 years later, the son of Jomo is to be inherited by a Kalenjin, and the GEMA elite want to change the constitution to stop him. Why? To become president, Ruto must crack this puzzle.
We will give Ruto a hint. For starters, he has a very smart boss. Uhuru Kenyatta was taught by the very best. He was a boarding student of Jomo and a day scholar at the Moi School of Politics. Then he did his internship under Mzee Kibaki. Jomo taught him charisma and irrational boldness. Mzee Moi taught him how to be sneaky. And Mzee Kibaki taught him the art of political braggadocio or arrogance. And the brilliance of his mentors is only beginning to show. Just this week, he made us believe that there was a GEMA rebellion and that the GEMA MPs were reading the Riot Act to him. Zero. In our view, this was all choreographed. We are even prepared to bet that he sponsored the Naivasha meeting for the GEMA MPs. Otherwise, why was Joe Musheru, a cabinet minister, there? Similarly, his visit to Ruto's house for lunch was curious. Ruto did not invite him. Uhuru called Ruto and told him he is coming for lunch and that he was bringing Baba Man with him. Now, since Ruto's house is government property, Ruto had no choice. If our hypotheses are right, Uhuru is miles ahead of us.
Now we will interpret these puzzles to Ruto. 1. There is no rebellion in GEMA. The house of GEMA is just anxious. The hustler nation in GEMA loves Ruto, but he has not assured them that he will take care of them. 2. The covenant between the house of GEMA and the Kalenjin nation is intact. And Uhuru said as much 2 weeks ago. The Ruto panic is therefore a show of low trust. Yes, the country needs a covenant, but not a covenant between two tribes. What we need is a nationalist covenant. And Uhuru Kenyatta talked about the nationalist covenant in 2015. By inviting Raila for lunch in the Ruto residence, Uhuru is talking the nationalist covenant. The handshake is also part of this nationalist covenant. But what does this mean politically? In our view, if we do not hold a referendum, Ruto will become president. But the twist will be Winnie ODINGA as his running mate. At the age of 32, she can serve under Ruto until she is 42. Then we will make her president. When Uhuru told us he'll shock us, maybe this is what he meant.
There is no rebellion in GEMA. What we have is GEMA anxiety. When Jomo died, GEMA was anxious. And now that Uhuru is leaving office, GEMA is anxious. Referendum and creating a parliamentary system are all conversations created by anxiety. This anxiety has resulted in 3 options for GEMA nation. 1, to change the constitution and have Uhuru continue as prime minister and Raila as ceremonial president. Then Ruto can be fitted somewhere in between there. And the argument here is that no one becomes president during their first attempt. Kibaki tried 3 times, Uhuru tried 2 times, and Raila is still trying. Ruto can therefore wait. He cannot become president during his first attempt. Second option is to maintain the Jubilee status quo. Have Ruto as president and give him a GEMA running mate, maybe Anne Waiguru. Now this formula is good for GEMA and the Kalenjin nation, but bad for country. The third option is to create a nationalist covenant, as Uhuru calls it. Have Ruto as president and Winnie ODINGA as his running mate. This break from the Kalenjin GEMA dominance is brilliant, but I doubt that it will happen.
And now, our final thought. If Uhuru was mentored by Jomo, Moi and Kibaki, Raila was mentored by Jaramogi. But Ruto has no mentor on record. He is self-made. And whenever you see a self-made man, you are staring at the horrors of unskilled labor. If Ruto is a self-made politician, he is a horror of unskilled labor. But this is not fully true. Ruto was a boarding student in the Moi School of Politics. In this school, he had a personal tutor known as J.C. Kulei. Kulei was a brilliant political artisan, and he made Ruto in his own image. Then Ruto did his internship under Raila ODINGA, the Grandmaster. Now Uhuru wants to take Ruto to finishing school. Finishing school is a school of social graces and cultural rights. It is a school of manners. If your boss calls you and informs you that he is bringing your enemy for lunch at your house, he is teaching you social graces. And this is what Uhuru did this week. He took Raila to Ruto's house for lunch. If this was a test on social graces, Ruto passed with flying colors.